Okay, so I've decided that what I wanted to do is I wanted to start an experimental trading account to see if it was possible to flip $5,000 into more money than $5,000 by using my trading strategy. So from now on, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually show you a base value, and I'm going to show you based on market fluctuations how the market moves based on my trading strategy. And from week to week, or whenever I make these videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to refer back to these base numbers so that you can see whether or not my trade strategy or the way that I trade my stocks, whether or not it works or not. And I think that that's a fair way to do it, because if I do it that way, it's like it allows you to actually follow what I am buying, what I'm selling, and what I'm doing. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, this is not my main trading account. I know some of you keep asking me the same damn question. You keep saying, "Oh, well, what do you use in order to trade stocks?" I use TD Ameritrade. Okay, I keep getting that question every single time I make one of these videos. Somebody asks that. I don't know if it's because they're new or if it's because they don't pay attention to what I'm saying. I don't know what it is. But bottom line is, that's what I'm going to be doing from now. So it's easier for you to watch my market fluctuations with the money that I've put into this experimental account. It's easier for you to watch what's happening as time goes on. So what I'm going to also do is I'm going to label these videos as market strategy 1 or something like that. I'm going to think of a name to label these videos, so this way you can keep track of the money that I put into this account over time. So first of all, let's go to the start. Okay, so as of Friday, November 13th, my experimental account right here. In fact, I'll probably label my video experimental account video 1 or something like that. I got to think of something that makes sense. So $9,341. Now this is Friday, November 13th, right? Today is November 23rd. I'm still waiting, in fact, for my YouTube money to come in. They were supposed to pay us on the 21st, but chances are they'll pay us today, because usually they always pay us between the 21st and the 23rd. So typically I get my money from YouTube on the 21st. It's usually a direct deposit check for like a little over $2,000. But it hasn't come in yet, so I'm not putting any more money. One of the caveats of this experimental account is I'm going to not put more physical money in unless I tell you I'm going to put money in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use what's there, and I'm going to use my strategy in order to see how much I can build that money up. So I'm not going to make any more deposits into this account. Okay. Any more stock that I buy, it'll be in my other account. So as you can see, Friday, November 13th, it was 9,341. Monday, November 16th, it was 9,735. What is this? 10,120 on November 17th. 10,529 on November 18th. 11/19 was $11,362. So the way this is going to work is I can show you what I can do is I can actually just make snapshots of this amount of money in order to show you how much money I made during a day or a week or whatever, because this is the base number. 11, that's the base number. Okay, so as you can see, right now is 10/20, 11/23/2020. So for the morning, as soon as I woke up, the stock market went basically Friday is when it ended. I was at $10,845 on Friday, November 20th. That was this past Friday. So today is 11/23, and when I woke up this morning, I had gained $700 or $699.49. So what I'm also going to show you is exactly what balances I have in this experimental account. I'm going to show you what balances I have. So let's see. Let's see the positions. That's what I have to show you. I'm going to show you the positions. Okay. So, yeah, because I don't want you to see my account number and everything, so I angle it down. Okay, so here we go. These are the positions that I'm using for this experimental account. So, Candy right here in this account Now, I own more Candy, but I own it in a different account. Candy, I have 200 shares. Right now, the gain is $1,444. Right now, the current price of Candy is $14.13. As you can see, cost per share was $6.87. I have doubled my money in Candy right now. Thus far, the 52-week high is $17.40. FCA, that's Chrysler. Even though I own more shares than this is just, again, this is just an experimental account. 100 shares of Fiat Chrysler. The price I purchased was the price right now is $15.30. I purchased some of those shares at $7.66. The problem is if you keep rebuying more shares, they never can split this number up. So they only, I guess they show you the total cost per share that you paid, but I think they can divide that number. So if I bought some at $5 and then I bought some at $7, I think they divide that number. I'm not sure how they handle it in there, but the bottom line is they're saying I paid $7.66 for 100 shares of Fiat Chrysler FCAU. So the thing about it is, because right now they are up to $15.30, I have gained off of that $764. Hopefully you understand how this works, because I know a lot of you don't really trade stocks, so you don't understand exactly how it works. CTIC, I bought in this account 200 shares of that. I paid 84 cents. $3.78 is its price now. So as you can see, I paid 84 cents per share. It's going to $3.78 per share. That's $585 that I've gained. The total market value, if you have never done stock trading before, the total market value is basically if you were to sell all of your shares in whatever you bought right now, that's how much they'd be worth minus whatever the commission trade is. So if I sell all of my Candy right now, I would get $2,818, but I put in a lot less than that because I put in 200 times $6.87, if you understand what I'm saying. So again, 2,818 minus 1,444 tells you how much money I paid. But I made $1,444. I hope that makes sense to you, because I know some of you never traded before. As far as trading platforms, if I were you, yeah, I'd buy into what is it, TD Ameritrade, or not, or I shouldn't say buy into it. But what I'll say is TD Ameritrade is a really good platform to use. I like them. You can use any one you want. You can use Robinhood. You can use E-Trade. It's just that I trust TD Ameritrade. And the reason why is because there's a TD Ameritrade right down the block. So if I want to go to TD Ameritrade, I can go right there. These things are in the red right now because obviously there's some sell-offs. But as you can see, I'm so far up until I don't care about the sell-offs because I know that it's continuing to move forward. So yeah, they're going to go red. They're going to go green as people buy and sell. I'm not really worried about that. Silica. I bought in Silica Holdings. I bought 100 shares. That is $1.48 is what I paid. I'm up $4.40. This is the price right now. So for every $1.48 I paid per share times 100, I am up $289. This green basically right here represents the profit that you made. That's what it represents. BLOZF, this is they're making cannabis breathalyzers for people who smoke weed. I bought in. Now, I've been talking about blows off from my other account. I bought in at 15 cents. Right now, it's 25 cents that I paid in this account, and that was 1,000 shares. I have earned $223, okay? SM, who are they again? SM is energy, they're oil company. I bought SM 100 shares, $1.90. It's up to $4.06, so my profit is $217. ISBC, that's my investors bank. I bought in 100 shares, $8.54 per share. It is up $9.78, so I have gained $122. If this should make perfect sense to you by now. That's why I'm explaining it. So what I'm going to do is from now on, when I talk about my investments, I'm going to refer specifically to this experimental account. I am not going to talk about my main trading account So I'm going to do the experimental account. This way you can see how well I'm flipping my money. So right now, we're at $11,536. And that means that this morning I'm up $690.71. So from now on, when I make these videos, I can make them shorter and I can just talk about the market movements based solely on that number right there, $11,536. So this should be fun. It's kind of like a day trading experiment. But see, here's the thing: nobody really day trades anymore because the reality of the situation is 90% of day traders aren't making enough money off of day trading to how should I say, to earn a living wage. $35,000 is very difficult to earn per year. The average day trader is not making a living wage. Day trading is a hobby, especially when you're dealing with a market like this where you have no idea where it's going to be from day to day. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm going to refer back to that 11,300. What is it? 11,000. Yeah, I'm still up at 690. So I am going to be referring to that from now on. Now I have a couple other positions to show real quick. TTI, that was oil company, that's 200 shares. I'm up $100. NIO, I've only bought 12 shares in this account because NIO is really expensive. NIO is was $44 per share. So I'm up $84. Now here's the thing. If NIO or Candy, if either one of these were ever to get as high as Tesla has gotten, like $1,000 per share, figure that would be $1,000 times 12, and I would be up to $12,000 off of an initial investment of a whole lot less. So Candy, if let's say Candy were to ever go to $1,000 per share, just like Tesla did, that would be 1,000 times 200. That would be $200,000. But yet I only spent less than 1,500, if that makes sense to you. So that's what I'm gonna do for my YouTubing. That's how I want to play the market. I want to do it in a way where you can totally understand that when I say, yeah, I gained 1,000 or I lost 2,000 or I gained whatever, it's like this way it'll make more sense to you. FPFI 500 shares. I don't think that one's really moved. I think that one got changed or something. Either that or I sold out of it or whatever. But that was really cheap. I mean, that was less than a penny. In fact, it was a lot less than a penny. And NP was 26 shares. I bought it in at $462, but the price right now is $519, so I gained $14.69. CPE 20 shares. Cost per share was $5.55. So as you can see, my profit was $62. So basically, that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. So that'll make it easier for me to make these videos in order to track what the market's doing. So let me just see what happens if I refresh it. Okay, on refresh right now, I'm up $671 for the day. So from now on, that's how I intend to progress. So if I were you and you want to get into stock trading, set yourself up a experimental account. And I don't know how much money you can afford to put into that account, but if you put in about, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000, that'll make it easier for you to keep track of how much money you've earned or how much money you earn every day. Because when I wake up, the first thing I do is I check to see what the market is doing. And you hope that it stays in an upwards trend. But one of the things that I kept mentioning was the fact that I'm in love with Chinese stock. And the reason why I like Chinese stocks so much is simply because Chinese stocks aren't beholden to what happens, the craziness in the U.S. market. Because when you're dealing with stupidity, like you're dealing with Trump trying to undermine our entire system, and you're dealing with all this nonsense going on, especially the shit that we have with coronavirus right now, making everything nobody knows what's going to happen next. Nobody knows if the market's going to drop. That's why I thought, notice that when I did tell you, I made the last video I made, I said, I think there's going to be a market drop. The Dow was damn near 30,000, almost. And right now, the Dow has dropped. Where is the Dow right now? The Dow was damn near to 30,000. And right now it's at 29,426. So the drop that I anticipated wasn't as, here it is right here. When I said that in that video, we were 29, we were higher than that. Let me see. What's the last 5 days? Yeah, we were at 29,917 when I made that video, or close to it. And right now we're down here. So the drop that I anticipated, it's because of the fact that coronavirus fears, because right now here in New York City, schools are shut down. And I guess that they're going to keep schools shut down through Thanksgiving holiday. That's my guess, because it doesn't make sense to reopen them, because the problem is they're afraid of Thanksgiving and Christmas being a super spreader event. My guess is, based on the fact that they shut down things during Thanksgiving and they're afraid of people being around family members and contracting the virus and spreading it around, my guess is if they did it for Thanksgiving, they'll do it for Christmas too. Now, they could prove me wrong, but chances are they'll do it for Christmas too. They're trying to cut down the number of people who are around each other, and they know that Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday parties and people being at people's houses, they know that those are super spreader events. And granted, there's a lot of dumbass Trump supporters who still say that the virus is fake and blah, blah, blah. But we've got trucks full of bodies that disagree with you. We've got an obvious situation that completely disagrees with you. But you know what? You're a dumbass Trump supporter, so I'm not arguing with you anyway, because I know you're stupid. And not only do I know you're stupid, you're ignoring what else is going on in the rest of the world. So I'm not going to argue with people. You want to believe the virus is fake? Good for you. You believe the virus is fake. I'm going to operate the same way the military operates. They operate as if it's real. And considering they're smarter than you, and considering they're a organization that has multi-billions of dollars of research and investment put into them in order to know more than your dumbass, I'm not going to listen to anything you say. And it's just that simple. So I'm going to keep making my money while you keep waiting for Trump to send you a welfare check that you're not getting, because he's not going to give you one, and his ass is on the way out, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I tell you what, if the Secret Service, if they need somebody to help drag his ass out of there come January 20th, well, you guys got my phone number because you're the Secret Service, so you know everybody's phone number. Give me a call. I'm free. I'll drive down there. Give me a call. And all I need is a Secret Service agent to hold my camera while I drag his ass out, and I'm going to make YouTube history. But anyway, so that's just how I feel about it. So anyway, these are the Chinese stocks. Air YY, I think that's China. Oh, well, this is China Eastern Airline. Air YY is Air China, right? But their main performers that we're paying attention to are NIO, which is the electric car company. We're up to $51. So I know I'm making money on that right now. And Candy, $14. So I've already doubled that investment because I got that for this experimental account. I got that at $6 the last time it fell down. Then there's also Lee Auto. And then there's also XPEV. I have these in my main trading account, but the experimental account, I didn't have enough money to put these into the experimental. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. So that will make it easier for you to follow my market fluctuation. So all I have to do is take a screenshot of that number, and when you see that number, you'll know what the market's doing based on that number, or at least based on my trading account that's experimental. You'll know what the market is doing based on that. So it'll make it easier for the people who watch these videos I make to follow these videos. Okay? So I guess the only other thing I would show you here is tech. Tech is typically going to be up because everybody's quarantined and everybody's spending top dollar on technology right now because they're bored and they're sitting at home. GE, I told y'all to buy GE at $5.48. Look at that. You've doubled your money if you did that. LAC, Solo is one of those EV companies, and so is FUV. But tech is doing really good. Now, AMD, I already know a year from now, AMD is going through $100 within a year because AMD is on the rise. I told y'all to buy AMD and Logitech at $50. I hope y'all listen. Microsoft is doing its thing around $210. It's been up to $232 for the year. But yeah, they're doing their thing. And Apple, as you know, Apple's still doing their thing. So Apple, here's my thing though. The last thing I'm going to say here is this. If you bought into Apple or Tesla, Apple and Tesla, you don't pull your money out of Apple and Tesla. Apple and Tesla are like a retirement plan. What you're looking for in Apple and Tesla is you're looking to get as much return. You're looking to get as many shares every time they do a stock split. You're looking to get as much dividend as you can from Apple. Apple pays a 0.7% dividend. So Apple's paying you more than you'd be getting at the bank to leave your money in the savings account. You do not short Apple and Tesla. Elon Musk makes fun of people who short Tesla. Like, he has a pair of freaking shorts, for God's sakes, and he makes fun of you. If you short Tesla, but granted, he's going to make fun of your ass because he knows you've lost money if you short. What is it? They call Tesla short shorts. This guy's a madman. I don't know how they allow this guy to do this. This guy literally makes a pair of freaking shorts to make fun of you because you shorted Tesla. Do you believe this shit? This guy made a pair of shorts to make fun of shorters. And he's making fun of me because I sold out at $1,005 and that shit went up to $1,500. Now, I could kick myself for that, but it took me 8 years to get there. This guy's an asshole. I swear to God. I feel more comfortable betting on the Chinese market because at least if I short them, they're not going to make fun of me. What the hell's wrong with this guy? But that's basically all I wanted to say. So from now on, that's experimental account video 1. That's the ending of this video, and that's how we're going to keep track of flipping money the Big Truck Series way.